Hello, everyone, and welcome to part 2.
It's the Sombra!
I knew it.
Part 2 of episode 17 of Isla Sombra!
Sombra!
Yay!
We're all just like...
Alright,
We're ready.
we're gonna keep going through horseback
Ready,
traveling across the desert.
On a horse with no name.
Yeah. Into the desert on a horse with
It
no
feels good to
name.
get out of the rain.
Alright, we're going through the wagon.
No,
Can't sing
I
that
can't remember
organ.
my name.
Oh, gosh.
Let's go to Bend. Yes.
Jeez. Anyway.
And since we're traveling, we get to spin the Wheel of Fate. Who's gonna spin first?
Are the NPCs gonna
Roll a
spin?
die.
Yeah, that's true. I can die. And
There's 4. I got 4.
And yes, the
Shouldn't it be a D6 then?
I was just gonna have them go after you guys.
In the sake of fairness.
I got 4.
Stop me. The DM makes a decision.
All right, Drum's gonna go first.
Build 1. Monster. Monster. Lame.
Yeah!
Oh boy.
Drum is yet to get a trinket. I think she's only got like one trinket.
Oh, Drum is yet to get a trinket while she steals
I know, she steals everything.
Check your
everyone.
bag.
All right, come on. Dun 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 dun. Roll a D100. Dun dun.
D100.
DM's intermission music.
Yes.
91.
91.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Weird.
Wow.
So, you notice that there's quite a bit of unkempt clutter on the floor of this wagon. Like, no one's cleaned it out at all. There's something that's kind of sparkly and shiny,
Ooh! Go for it.
and you pick it up, and it is a very, very large sewing needle.
Very large sewing needle.
A very large sewing needle. However, when you try to mess with it, it never bends.
Unbending. Large sewing. Like, how large of a sewing needle?
You know those like
Like this?
Like-
yeah.
Like a pencil size?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Seen
big.
a magic trick.
Oh.
It doesn't bend.
John Wick.
John Wick.
She's like, what? It's a really big needle.
I would be careful with that, love.
Why? Needle.
It's used for sewing hagglite leather.
Oh, it's a leather needle.
Mm-hmm. It's meant to pierce some of the harshest of hides.
Would that make it a good weapon?
You have a very dangerous mind. I like it.
Just kind of like that's kind of
Just like, gosh. Stop flirting with her strange ways.
I'm not mad at strange ways.
Trump, stop listening to the...
Stop flirting back.
Stop
She
talking to the
didn't
bad
flirt
man.
back.
Stop talking to the bad man. Alright. Nox turn.
Nicholas O'Connor.
NPC. NPC.
Why would we
NPC.
want to meet a Haggard out here?
Oh, it's on the side.
It's pointed towards Trinket.
Is that how we're just gonna rule that movie?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
fine with
because that happened to me like 3 times.
Yeah.
True.
Alright, roll a D100. D100.
You find another sewing needle.
75.
75. Shaved whales.
Not 55.
55. Smack you. 55. Okay. So while you guys are going along, like I said, this is a very unkempt wagon. No one's cleaned it in ages.
Alright.
And you see a set of bone pipes,
Like,
like a recorder that has been
are these what I think they are?
No,
Oh, darn.
not the pipes of haunting.
Darn.
That's a wondrous item, not a trinket.
So?
you mean I can't be
sometimes
the Pied
we give it
Piper?
But yeah, it's basically like a recorder that has been carved out of someone's bones.
So
Pick that
creepy.
up and just look it over.
I can teach you how to play that.
That'd be cool. I wonder what kind of sound it makes since it's made out of bone.
Yeah, it just makes it standard.
Hollow sound. Alright, interesting. Bone flute.
Hagathites love, and Strangeways pipes up. He goes, Hagathites love making use out of people's bones. They figure they're dead anyway.
How practical.
Very practical. But that is after they eat their flesh.
Ew.
It's a funerary rite for them. Alright.
Alright.
Tortok's turn to spin the wheel.
Trade it.
More, just trinket. More. Everyone gets a trinket.
Very dirty,
It is a very, very dirty, unkempt wagon. And everyone's getting trinket.
Colliard won't.
Rolling
the
D100.
NPC. He won't want to talk to them, like always.
Rolling D100.
57.
57.
You find xylophone ribs. Go with the recorder.
Gotta play the bones, man.
With the xylophone ribs and the bone thing, you guys can play Be Prepared.
We are now
Be
We are now a band.
The Dungeoneers. Alright. So,
I got a drum.
amongst the bottom of the rubble, there's a torn piece of parchment. Looks like it's been burnt on one corner, and it is a very confusing and indecipherable treasure map.
Knock looks at his flute.
It's indecipherable, though.
Yeah.
So Knockmore goes.
Is it indecipherable because it's in a different language, or is it in like thieves' camp?
That is up to the DM's discretion,
Yes.
and it is in a different language.
Not thieves' camp, but a different language.
Different language.
You
Okay.
just pass it around. Who knows this?
I'm guessing. I have a feeling I know what language this is.
Mhm.
It's
It's infernal.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's infernal.
Nope.
So close. Nope.
Oh,
Abyssal.
Vessel.
Big difference.
Yeah.
Close, but
Agathites in there infernal.
I shouldn't. So you can read it.
Who?
Driver.
Oh, the driver.
But
I mean-
I shouldn't.
Wouldn't he just tell you it's somewhere else and go to where the real trip is? That's what I would do. How do you know what a hagfight is?
Exactly.
Agathites, that's smart.
The guy can drive a carriage well enough.
He's just beating a horse.
I'll hold on to it.
And yet we're moving.
It's true.
He just buckets it.
Alright. Collier's
That
turn.
will go unused all campaign.
Maybe.
Maybe trinket.
Maybe trinket. Alright.
Nah,
Collier gets a trinket.
it's gonna be compass.
it's gonna be someone different.
Told you.
Monster!
It was almost trinkets.
It was almost trinket.
Almost.
Almost.
That would have been really funny.
That would've been awesome.
That was so funny.
It's so funny.
It's so funny.
Funny.
So funny.
So funny.
I'll let you guffaw out loud.
Pardon my guffaws. Alright, where's the thing? Come on! Alright. Dun 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 dun, monsters! Oh wow, that's a lot.
Oh, not a lone bandit?
just one bandit?
I challenge all of
hey!
you.
Legendary lone bandit.
Except Drum had the luck of getting a lone bandit like every time it was a monster. Like he had the one bandit
My
that
word.
came after her every time.
Alright, but you actually got something that's specific to the night, so you pass by unscathed.
Sweet.
Because you guys are out of Isla,
Yep.
the horrors of the night are a thing again.
Yup.
Strangeways' turn.
To roll the wheel of
Yeah.
fate.
Trinket.
It's trinket.
He'll look down and be like, oh, I've lost that.
Strange ways caught NPC. What does that mean?
That means I get to play 2 people. Alright.
Strange ways, are we the NPCs?
Yes.
Jeez. It's too meta. But Collier's the main character in every story.
No matter what.
No matter what.
Even if he's absent.
Even if he's not there, his
Yes.
presence is felt in every story.
I wonder what Collier's doing right now.
We're playing like Starfinder. Where's Collier?
It's like, Collier wouldn't even be in here. So, as you guys are, riding along, you hear a very authoritarian and very quick and sharp, "Right go, Strangeways!" outside the wagon.
Trump hears out the wagon, like.
We all want to time just. Doop, doop.
Out of the wagon is what appears to be one of the Grand Magistrate's guard.
Did we let this happen?
Yes.
So, Strangeways looks out and he goes, and he puts a hand on the Hagathite driver's shoulders, and in Infernal basically tells him to stop, and the wagon comes to a stop. Strangeways comes down, and
There's a lot of blood for Strange Ways landing.
he makes he has the audacity to look this. So this guard is on a horse. So Strangeways gets on his feet and is looking like this up at the guy, and he goes, "What can I do for you, my friend?" And the NPC, the guard guy, says, "Well, we have had reports of several things that you have been doing that are very much against the law, one of them being piracy." And he starts listing off a list of
Thank you.
offenses. And Strangeways goes, "Yeah, that is not necessarily a secret, but who told you where to find me?" And the guard says, "Why, Oswe told me. Oswe sent me. Oswe sent me to put you to place you under arrest, to bring you back to Isla."
I think there might have been Armour. I don't know. I have no idea what you're talking about.
And so Strangeways looks up and goes, "Are you telling me that Oswe was in Isla the whole time I was there?" And the guard just nods his head, and he says, "Well, if he wants to fight with me, then he should come face me himself." And with that, he takes out 2 of his daggers, which you guys can probably guess are poisoned. Because he's small, he takes 1 step underneath the horse and basically guts the horse while it's standing, using his momentum of taking that step to get out of the horse's way as it falls down. And when the guard basically is trying to recover from that reel, Strangeways basically leaps on top of him and just starts at the places where his armor isn't.
So just while this is going on,
He killed a horse.
who does that? Horse didn't do anything.
No.
Horse couldn't defend itself.
For all we know, that horse had a family.
I mean, he's gotta be tough.
Yeah, you're running out of reasons to defend him.
You can tell she's running out of reasons too.
Yeah.
The problem is she's still trying.
It doesn't take a tough man to kill a defenseless animal.
It was armored.
Not there.
True.
I mean,
Good.
I know he's not a good guy.
Meanwhile,
To think a body could have so much blood.
She pokes out. She's like, "Strange ways? I think you're
And
good."
And he comes out, just sheaths his knives, and he looks up and goes, "Yeah, I suppose you're right.
How much blood is he covered in?
A lot.
Quite a bit."
He's pretty good with those toothpicks.
Hey, toothpicks can do a lot. She's holding one of her own and then she puts it back.
He goes up to
When I've got a needle of my own.
before getting onto the wagon. He goes up to the Hagathite driver, and he puts out his arms like this, and he goes, "Be dear." And you can tell that the driver cast prestidigitation on strange ways, and all the blood goes away, and he's pristinely clean.
I was going to offer the same.
I'm
not sitting next to him.
Why is he so jacked?
I use magic.
Are you saying I'm not
You're
jacked?
fit. You're ripped. He's jacked.
I mean, Connor has 16 strength. That's pretty jacked for a normal human.
Well,
For a normal human.
Size-wise.
yeah, but like
compared to him,
there's
bulky.
there's two different kinds of strong. You can be the thin, wiry muscle and still be just as strong as the big, bulky guy. And
Collier
he's so-
sleepless,
Is
so
this
obviously
drum or
he's
is
got
it
some
me?
stuff to show off.
This guy's shirtless and he's showing off a lot more.
Wait, what did you say?
I said, is this drum or is this
I like
Sydney?
it.
I like you less. Jeez. Don't insult Collier's muscles.
I didn't.
Worked hard for these.
It's true.
I pulled a card for these.
Pulled a card, worked hard.
This is the first round of applause I've ever gotten in my life.
Probably the last.
Want to see me roll another? Want to see me pull another one? Yeah, don't.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Maybe
Don't do
this
it.
one.
This one. You get sent to hell.
Collier.
All right, drum's turn.
Dun.
So Collier wouldn't go anywhere because this is hell.
NPC.
The other card shows up for a strange
What
way
happened to this man?
and adds first degree murder to the charge. I thought that was included in piracy.
Oh my goodness! All right.
It's for the driver now. You have to play the driver.
This is drum.
What?
Rolling?
Driver doesn't get a spin?
No,
What?
he doesn't care.
What? What? Use a D6 then.
He doesn't care.
5, 6. Well, because there's strength. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Strange
5.
ways.
Yes, 5. So then it's just D6 minus 1.
Yeah, if it was a 6, I would have rerolled again. I'm not giving that to the Hagathite. Hagathites aren't people.
Ouch.
I kid.
The leper's crying off stage right now.
You hurt his feelings.
Cast some more blood magic to make me fail my DMing skills.
He would. Just pet you like that. Remember when Damu was sleeping peacefully while the group was fighting for their lives?
Yes, of course I remember that. Of course I
I my
remember.
sex room. I was like, don't do it. You're gonna miss like this whole last hour.
No.
Come on.
All right, so
I felt so bad about that.
Good night, see you in the morning.
He's like, no.
good night. See you in the
But it
morning.
makes
No,
sense.
yeah, no, come
That's
back.
what he was planning.
Ugh. Anyways.
All right. So,
He also doesn't have money.
that's true.
Fair.
That's fair. He still would have picked you, though.
Yeah. So
It's nice like that.
He's got a show.
about 3 Hagathites on horses come up and stop the carriage and stuff because you guys are getting into some deep desert at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Like dunes, kind of deep desert. But you're staying close enough to the shore that you if you really hear, you can kind of hear the ocean breeze.
Mhm.
You're about a mile offshore. 3 Hagathites on horseback come up and start talking to the driver and to Strangeways in Infernal. which is a very unsettling language to you.
Mhm.
And one of them comes around and pokes his head into the wagon itself and sees all of you, and looks at the female halfling
Mhm.
and actually starts grabbing you.
Like, whoa, what are you doing? And she's like trying to like maneuver out of his grasp.
Roll a dex save.
$17.
17? Alright, yeah. Yeah, you escape his grasp, and he's kind of getting a little agitated, so he starts climbing. Do you stab him?
Yes.
Yeah, cool. With
Do you
double
want to roll
blade?
for that?
Not to roll to hit, but actually, yeah, roll to hit. It's a lower class.
20.
20? Yeah. Yeah, you hit him. And right when you hit him, he lets out a scream, and Strangeways looks in and screams something in Infernal that sounds like back off. And so
At him or at the
Hagathite.
Okay.
And the Hagathite basically reels from your stab wound and just kind of lands on his butt on the sand. And Strangeways comes into the back, looks at him, and says something about blood and sand. Saying it in Infernal, but there's enough English for some reason in there that you can catch blood and sand from there. So just like
He's speaking like in
Spanglish in Fanglish.
In Fanglish?
Yes.
Well, I mean, a lot of words in different languages have similarities.
Common?
Like, no.
Yeah.
No is the same in
Yeah.
many languages.
Yeah. No is a very negatory thing.
Yeah.
And he actually brings out another one of his daggers and just kind of holds it above the guy and just lets it drop as it sinks into the gut, and then goes to the front of the wagon and then tells the other two Hagathites in English, "Don't touch the lady."
Common.
Or in common.
In
Sorry,
common,
there's no English. In common, so that you all can hear, it says, "Don't touch the lady. If you ever touch the lady, I will kill every single one of you."
She's looking like both like, aw, but at the same time like, he doesn't even go that far. But,
And then he
aw.
said another thing in Infernal that you guys didn't catch, but then Strangeways comes up to you, Drum, and says, "It's Hagathite custom to eat the body of their fallen dead. I have ordered them not to consume this man. His body will rot in the desert, and that is the highest shame that he could possibly get."
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What was the meaning of his attack?
Yeah, why are you trying to grab me like
While this is going on, Torchok's gonna go to the body. Kind of look at it. Scoop up some blood, put it behind his back. You're happy?
Yes, much.
Okay. Don't bite me.
No promises.
Dude.
Biting you in the butt. So, Strangeways explains to you that he was trying to grasp at least one of you, and he grasped the smaller one for leverage. They wanted to try to get leverage over Strangeways for something.
She's like, well, they picked the wrong one because I got get out of grasp really easy.
Yeah, you're very dexterous. What?
Torchok just gives her a look like,
Nice flex.
yeah, if you say so.
All right, Nock's turn to spin the wheel. More NPC.
Compass.
Compass.
How are you gonna get us lost today?
You're not even leading.
You're not even driving.
Alright.
Guys, I think I see something over in the distance.
But I know the way. No. You don't understand.
Much more important.
Way more
Is that a
important.
buried library?
I choose to spend my vacation at the library!
I think I see targets in archery contest. It's paradise.
Anyway.
Oh, man. Alright. So, it's actually an unseen guide. Basically, it's just one of those things where you guys advance farther in. So you guys advance further. It's not one of those setback compasses.
And I helped.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Somehow. Alright, Tartak's turn. Spin wheel. NPC! Yay.
Your favorite.
I adore people.
There's one
People are
thing
my
I
favorite.
love. It's people. Love people.
I love
Yeah.
all the people.
All of them. Ooh. So, from your back, the blood blade actually starts like, I don't want to say vibrating, but
Vibrating.
Whoa.
it's you can tell that it's moving to try to get your
Shaking.
attention.
What?
They're coming.
Specifics?
They're coming. My people. Supernal Knight.
Oh. Why are they doing out here?
They're everywhere.
Oh. Isn't it still daylight outside? They're not really good with their names.
What was that, Tortog?
Talking to your My mace tells me someone's coming. The Supernal Knight?
Oh, those
Oh, those.
Yes.
creepos.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh.
Remember when Cinder dated one for a while?
Yeah, Ymira was.
Didn't we slaughter her in her house?
Interesting.
That's what you said, yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, it wasn't her house, but it was a house.
Wasn't the house she was
House.
staying in?
I don't know. It was an empty house.
It was a very weird experience in general.
Yeah.
His love life is very complicated.
So wait, they're here now?
On their way.
And you see two people dressed in, edgelord armor.
Are they within
in
the
sunlight?
Are they within 30 feet?
Yeah.
All
They're
right,
coming.
mace, work your magic.
No.
You're gonna throw it?
It scares them, and they ride away.
Everyone within 30 feet.
Oh!
It's not chosen, it's everyone.
So let's go. Bing! Oh, what?
Pretty
Our
much.
saving throws, yeah.
Including the driver.
Okay, fine. Reflavor.
Reflavor.
I'll be right back. I move 30 feet away from everybody towards them.
What? Off of the
Off
wagon?
the wagon, like, okay.
As soon as you step off, we're gonna keep going. That's how physics works.
Yeah.
Stop the carriage. Stop the carriage.
Excuse me, can you stop for a second?
We got company, strange ways.
And he looks back and he goes, "Oh my goodness."
Just stop for now.
Supernal Knight.
Oh,
Are they here to arrest you as well?
No, they're here to recruit me.
The
I-
cult?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Gross.
I've wanted to be an unmarked pirate captain, not a Supernal Knight whack job.
Yeah, but
Should we just ignore them?
crazy.
Hmm,
How
it
persistent are they?
seems like your Tortok has a plan.
Go for it, buddy.
all right. He hops off the carriage. Go 31 feet that way.
And in Infernal, he tells the driver, "You sure?"
31.
Very rough.
The forecast is 31. Feet.
I forgot. Are all your people vampires?
Not all of them, no.
He walks up to the horses.
What is your business with us?
Or you know what?
Are you not even gonna roll for him?
Yeah, because I said make a saving throw.
They gotta beat a 15.
I just wanted to scream. So one of them does do that, and just like turns it and just rides his horse as fast as he can the other way. The other one, who rolled an 18,
How's the horse feel?
Let's say, how'd the horse
Yeah,
Yeah! Glad you and I were on the same page. How'd the horse feel about that?
Everyone. So as he's turning around to be like, "What's wrong with you?" The horse like, and bucks him off, and the horse just books it a different way. And the guy gets up and he goes, "What is that?"
Horses don't like dwarves. You know how elephants don't like mice. You know, it's that same relationship. that
I've
we have.
never heard that before.
Well, you're not a dwarf, so you never experienced it.
Fair.
Yeah. Is this guy a dwarf?
No.
Okay. Then Tortok has a point.
So what are you doing out here?
I'm here to recruit that man, Strangeways.
Oh. It's nice to be wanted, that's all I'm saying.
And anyone else that he has in his company who would like to join.
No.
Okay, what's your sales
It
pitch?
didn't come for me.
Live by the sword.
He likes daggers, so that instantly you lost him. He likes daggers, and you're telling him to live by the sword.
I feel like you're speaking common, but I don't understand what you're saying.
It is my outrageous accent.
I believe it's your word choice.
Anyway, what were you planning to say to him?
He points his sword at you and he says, "Never mind what I plan to say to him."
Mess him up.
You're adorable.
Gotta do sword talk?
I just see this dwarf just, "You're adorable."
All right. Is this gentleman-like, or are we savages right now?
Savages.
23.
Yeah, that hits.
What are you attacking him with?
The mace, right?
Yeah, he never put down, so it'd just be the mace.
What's the damage die for?
It's just a d6.
Really? For a mace?
If it's
A
a large
mace.
one, it's
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Only if it's a small one, if I remember right.
Open it up,
Mace.
scroll to the bottom, damage 1d6.
Mace of Terror?
Yep, Mace of Terror.
So it is.
Got it?
Learn something new every day.
Not raging, so plus 6
9.
still?
No. You know what? It's not a +1 weapon.
I know, plus 4. Oh, that's right. So yeah, plus 5, so yeah, 9 damage.
Okay.
He gets bashed with the Mace of Terror.
It doesn't, and...
Second attack. Oh, you're going to look at this effect.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if it does anything if he hits him with it, but it doesn't look like it does. Yeah, so extra attack.
That's damage.
Not 20.
Nat 20?
Yeah.
God, jeez. And he
Yep.
he explodes in a puff of dusty blood.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa. Your new weapon looks pretty good.
When you're done being scared, your friend needs sweeped up. Let's get going.
When you're done being scared, your face.
Just, and in that bloody mess, he just drops the blade in there real quick.
You actually see blood start to soak into the blade itself.
Yo, Tortok.
Sorry,
We're kind of on a deadline here.
Sorry, I dropped my mace. Are you happy?
Yes.
Okay, good. No biting.
No promises.
Tortok, hurry up.
What am I gonna do?
You get hungry after you eat.
I cannot
After you
argue
eat-
your logic. I have
Yeah,
not
when you
had
eat,
second
after a
breakfast yet.
while, you get hungry again.
I runs back to the carriage.
As best as you can.
I mean, he has 40 feet of movement.
Runs 32.
Oh yeah, because you have the bunny ears.
Yep. Bunny ears flopping in the wind.
Bunny ears with him.
Do you not know about my bunny ears?
No.
Yeah, he's got the. He's got the bunny hood.
And they're permanent. They're permanent.
Basically, yeah, the new look of Tortok ever since he drew this card. So I discovered I gave him plate armor, which he cannot rage in heavy armor, so I moved him to half plate. So he is now shirtless with metal legs and a hood on, which has bunny ears. And these bunny ears increase his movement by 15 feet and his jumping distance by 5 and gives me advantage on hearing perceptions.
Yep.
And the ears are permanent.
Yep. You can't remove. I can't remove.
So you see a ripped...
This changes everything.
You see a ripped, shirtless dwarf with a beard with metal legs with bunny ears.
And the Mace of Terror.
And a
This
Mace of
opens up
Terror.
a lot more avenues for jokes. I know.
Drum would sometimes like bat at them like a cat.
She would tease him about
He
how
will
you
not look you in
tail.
the eyes anymore. He's just gonna stare at the bunny ears.
Well, I mean, the ears are at eye level.
Right.
So we keep going?
Yep.
All right.
Call the alien's turn. Hey! Roll a D100.
We all get one.
I rolled a 1.
62.
62. Jeez. Weird. All of these are so weird. Anyway.
Hagathites.
The trinket list.
Yeah,
is
I mean,
really weird. The trinket list is weird.
Yeah. And I mean, these fit for a dirty Hagathite wagon.
Hey man,
You find a silver...
can't call them dirty. That's messed up.
The wagon is dirty!
You said dirty Hagatite, though. Very not forward-thinking, Carrie.
Way to judge my syntax,
I
Ryan.
expected better from you on this podcast.
Oh, excuse me. Excuse me in my syntax. So you find a silver skull the size of a coin.
Too bad it wasn't crystal.
All right.
You flipping the skull?
Yeah.
is that your new
Collar doesn't flip or do anything like that.
What'd you find?
I could probably embed this into my handle. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
That sounds pretty metal.
Ooh.
Right?
Ooh.
Does it do anything?
No. It just looks cool.
Yeah.
Look at it.
What's
Alright.
All right.
That's it.
Strange Ways' turn. Spin the
You
Oh,
almost
good.
got a drink.
Our guide got us lost.
Oh,
I know exactly where.
Strange Ways.
Where are we going?
Come
Wait,
on.
was it over that dude or that dude? I can't
This
remember.
rock looks familiar.
So, as he looks out, the wagon comes to a stop. And he comes in, goes straight to Drum, and gives you a parchment. Can you hand me the Isla Sombra map, please? Yeah, the full map. I have to remember where it is off the top of my head, because I don't want to... Alright. So he says, I've marked on this map on an X where the Hagathite pyramid is. Should anything happen to me, I need you to follow that map.
If anything happens to you?
Can I trust you to do that?
Yeah, I can follow that.
Okay? You'll be leading these people to the Hagathite pyramid should anything happen to me.
Okay. Nothing will happen to you.
We'll see.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Tortok on his breast goes like, here's hoping.
He also hands you the Hagathite key.
Another one?
Or did you?
I was
I
the one who
assumed
hold
we
it.
kept
Yeah,
that.
I
Oh, okay,
held
yeah.
it. Yeah.
So then never mind.
I was like, I have the Hagathite key.
For some reason, I thought you guys gave it to him. But
No.
yeah, so if you
No,
have
I
it,
have
then
it.
that's cool.
Yeah.
So he gives you that map, and as he comes out of the wagon, he bids all of you come out of the wagon.
So, yeah.
Jumps out.
Yeah. Jump out.
Yeah.
You guys are at what appears. You guys are at the coast, towards the south of the northern part of the island, or to the south of the North Island, where basically a ferry takes people from the north to the south, from the North Island to the main island. But there's a lot of guards there, and one of them almost immediately looks over, sees, and then like looks at a piece of parchment, looks over, looks at another piece of parchment, and starts walking up to you guys. And as this guard is walking up, Strangeways looks at Drum and says, "You remember what I told you?"
Yeah.
Okay. And as the guard comes up, he goes, "Ryko Strangeways!" Strangeways just rolls his eyes and he goes, "Are you all here on the Oswee's authority? Is his war spreading to the ferry grounds now?" And the guard says, "I answer to no authority but Cervantes. By the authority of Captain Cervantes, I am to place you under arrest." And Strangeways holds out his hands and he goes, he takes out his daggers, holds out his hands and he goes, "You in what army, mate?" And as if from out of nowhere, you guys see a lot of guards posted at very strategic places. And they have basically surrounded you guys.
Guys, this is not good.
I am not Captain Ryko Strangeways.
That is the guard says, "I'm aware.
So,
This is the only man that we want."
cool, so I'm just going to move that way very slowly. Very slowly.
You are
Back some.
to stay put until Ryko Strangeways is under custody.
Fine by me.
Strangeways, release all of your weapons.
20
Or
minutes
you
later.
or you and your friends, the girl too, die right here, right now.
Strong choice of words.
You know, that's not very fair.
Hey, shut up.
Strangeways obliges and he goes, "Well, I know when I'm beat. I'm beat when my heart leads me and I try to do something." And he looks back at you guys and he goes, "Try to do something nice for a change. Puts me in danger. But if I'm beat, then I'm beat. And it's off to the prison I go." And so he relinquishes weapons, which he actually has a lot of weapons. Like, he's pulling out compartments in his leather armor that you guys didn't even know he had. And he's pulling out daggers and blades and stuff like that. And he takes out his rapier that he had on his back and gives it. And they put him in shackles and they, like, drag him very roughly off into the distance.
What about us?
They just leave you.
Huh. Convenient.
Yeah. Convenient.
Well,
We'll have to use that celestial word for another time.
wait, what?
Fourth joke, you wouldn't get it.
I'm very unholy, so it was a joke.
Oh, okay.
How does Drum feel about this?
She looks very torn. Like, she wants to go rescue him, but she also, like, but they shouldn't, but she
Roll
wants to, but
perception, everyone.
Hearing.
nope,
Seeing.
nope.
What'd you roll? It's a low DC.
3!
Oh, if it's a low DC, well, I got a natural 19, so.
19?
3!
12?
13.
13? Okay, all of you see it.
Oh, even I do?
Even her.
Not drum.
Oh.
Why'd you even have this rule?
Yeah, like
If
my,
it's that low of a
my
DC,
bonus-
why did they even have it?
Why even make a
Perception
DC if the
Oh,
DC's
I have a
2?
0 to my perception, and I rolled a 3.
Ouch. So the men.
The men.
Then,
You guys see a ship off in the distance coming across, perpendicular to the ferry's course. Colliard recognizes this ship as the Ignamalian itself.
So we should go.
Aye.
Cool. So, drum, focus.
She's going through a bad breakup lately.
I don't. The world needs to be saved.
I know.
Trying to do the right thing here.
She's like, I know. He marked on this map for me where to go.
Okay.
So we gotta catch a ferry.
Do we?
Isn't that why we're here?
He told me to lead you guys if something were to happen to him, and I guess he knew this was gonna happen. So yeah, this is where we gotta go.
and she shows you guys right here.
It's right here. We gotta go across the ferry.
So the people know.
Let's go quickly.
As you guys make it to the ferry, you hear a single poof of cannon shot, and the wagon that held Strangeways, the guard wagon that held Strangeways, erupts in flames.
Drums.
No!
A little too convenient.
Anyways.
Anyway, this ferry.
Keep walking, drum.
She's like head down, like wanting to cry, like you see if you look, you'll see tears starting to drop down. She's like head down walking.
Does it look like there's any people from the wreckage at all?
From the wreckage of the wagon?
Yes.
No. It doesn't look like there's much of a wagon anymore.
Right.
Like,
Collier keeps walking.
yeah.
Straight to the
Does
ferry.
not look back.
Yep, straight to the ferry.
Straight to the ferry. So you go onto the ferry, and they basically say that the helmsman of the ferry says that there's going to be a slight delay of the departure, given the cannon shot that just came by. But as the Ignamalian, it just keeps sailing across as if it didn't just shoot down and murder 3 people. So as it sails by, after a few minutes, the ferryman says, "All right, well, all aboard. We're headed to the mainland." And the ferry just starts sailing towards the mainland.
So knock.
Yeah.
You seem alright by normal standards.
Compliment taken.
You're welcome. So I think Drum's going through a little bit of a rough time right now.
Looks over at Drum.
She's like silently crying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can read people really well, don't worry about it. So,
Gosh.
maybe see if you can help with that.
Sure.
I'd ask Tortalk, but, that's kind of crazy.
Mhm.
Haven't you
You're
known
not
her
there.
longer?
Oh no, I'm crazy, like he says.
I'm crazy.
Haven't you known her longer?
I talk to a weapon.
but,
Wait, no, that doesn't work with you.
What?
I was about to. Tortalk was about to say I talk to a weapon. Of course, I'm crazy, but I'm like, wait, that doesn't work with him.
It's true.
He talks
Knock's
to-
like, what do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean? That's perfectly normal.
Yeah, but I'm kind of like the naysayer. Like maybe you can actually like make her feel better, whereas I would just kind of force her to get over it.
All right.
Aye, same here.
Fair is fair.
Thank you.
Much
Knew you were up for it.
appreciated. Yeah.
Slap your shoulder.
Right on the back.
Yep.
All right.
In that direction.
Doc walks over to Drum. Hey there.
Hey
I'm
there.
so happy right now.
Hey.
Hey buddy. You want a popsicle?
Had a rough day.
You want to get some ice cream?
Yeah.
Let's go get some McDonald's.
I'm sorry.
I
Go on.
had to.
Hi.
So, we didn't know him for very long. And I know you were very intrigued by him.
Question mark.
Intrigued?
I'm
Question
trying to
mark?
find a good word for this. I'm not good with the words. But what really matters is this mission that we're on. If I know anything about this group, we have to continue. We have to keep looking forward. And anyone who's been involved with this, they wouldn't want us to do anything different.
You know,
You feeling all right?
what? Die! What are you saying?
Wow, Knock, not cool. That was insensitive to ask.
You're doing great.
From like far away, we're just like,
Yeah.
she's like crying more. Oh, dude, good job.
Doc puts an arm on her shoulder. It's very awkward.
Just
He's
there.
doing a good thing.
Maybe that would give him a little bit of redemption in the end.
Didn't we watch this man like stab a guard to death?
And a horse.
And a horse.
And gutted a horse.
Go to the horse. No, we're far away talking.
Oh yeah, like we're like
And we're definitely whispering.
Just turns.
How did we become the bad guys in this?
I feel like there's always a part of me that when I was the bad guy, but
It's rough.
I think if he could do one good deed in his life, that's all he would have wanted. And he can say he's done that.
Yeah. Well, he gave me them back, so I can take this to the city.
I feel like she's crying over him more than Cinder.
I could respond to that.
Oh my gosh. They didn't form a pseudo-romantic connection.
That and things were happening way too fast. She has a lull moment right now. So.
You know, I had so many people die on this adventure. So many friends.
If we're considered friends, are we next?
Of course.
Sorry, what? I tuned you out a while ago.
I don't blame you.
Still not listening, by the way. I was kind of having a moment. You shouldn't interrupt a character moment.
Jeez.
It's true. Don't interrupt someone's character moment.
I never had so many friends die before. Usually something happens and it looks bad, but then things are fine. They turn out fine. They always turn out fine. Right? It'll turn out fine, right? They're not really good.
He's a slippery one. I think he could have found a way. If anyone could have found a way, he could have.
Yeah. You're right. Maybe he could have. Thanks, Doc.
You're welcome, John.
She's like sniffling, but she's not crying. Like she's still sniffling though.
She's at the sniffling phase.
Yeah, she's in the sniffling phase.
Gosh. Good job, good job.
Just gives a face like.
What?
You know,
Clark's
I could just see And you just see if Tartok had been going up there to console her, just be like, you know what would make you feel better? If you draw some cards.
Pick a card,
You know what make you feel
card.
better?
Pick
If
a
you took this
card.
mace, make people afraid of you.
You need a
If
friend.
you draw the right card, you can bring him back.
You bring all your
That's like
friends back.
no,
Bring
no,
all your friends
gosh.
back.
no.
Tartok's not that evil. Like, that is an alignment shift if you do that.
That's something that Argus Umair, the Necromancer, would do.
How long till we get there?
A few minutes. The canal is not that big. So you guys dock on the other side of the mainland, and among the crowd, there is one person who kind of stands out. He is a Githzerai. The I'm assuming all of you guys are aware of the Githzerai.
Yeah,
I am.
I know.
So he's just kind of standing there, and as he's standing there, he's looking directly at you guys. And he just kind of looks like he's waiting for you guys to come to him.
Ignore him.
Insight check.
From looking at him.
That'd be a 21.
21? So are you inciting him or inciting
Him.
him? Like what he's
Just
doing?
his facial expression, is it just blank, or is he like expecting something of us besides us walking over there?
He's kind of got a smirk on his face. He's expecting you guys to come over and talk to him.
So he obviously knows us.
Yes. Which is a clear warning sign.
Right.
He knows us. I don't know him. So
Yeah, most people that know us that we don't know are not exactly friends.
Thank you, Drum. I appreciate your insight into the subject. Yes, Tortalk?
what did you say?
I helped.
Tell me your secrets.
Share with me your secrets.
Better than any you lot can say.
I
Why are you mad at me?
I think he's become the spokesperson.
I was my idea for you to help her. You're welcome. In a sense, I'm the one that took care of that.
Excuse me, travelers.
Hey, we're having a moment. Back off. So, as I was saying.
All right,
At least
you
like
guys can get to the
80%.
pyramid by yourself.
Wait, huh?
Don't we have a map? Well, the map was to get you away from the pyramid. I'm to get you there.
I don't
Even in
Get it.
death, he's still annoying.
guess.
Well, you see, I was charged with simply opening a dimensional door and having you guys walk directly there. I mean, but if you want to get lost in the eastern wastelands,
But,
Again.
I mean, dimensional door, but it could be somewhere bad, but it could be there.
You know, funny story. You mentioned in your long, 8-hour-long discussion about what happened to you while I was gone,
Huh?
you opened up a door that led to hell, I believe. In Jorah's castle.
Correct.
What?
No, it was just some
correct? Yeah.
like
Oh, they said
nerdy.
incorrect.
No, I said correct.
It was just some nerdy room that he was afraid of. I don't know.
Right. So I'm saying walking through dimensional doors not the best idea.
Was it chance?
You can see through the dimensional door.
Time?
No, it was Tortalk.
No, it was Tortalk.
Yeah.
So he.
Yeah, you open the door to hell and you go nope, and Tortalk goes, "What do you mean nope?
No, I
It's
meant-
nerd stuff."
Someone else.
It's a
got
library.
The door to hell the second time around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that was you.
And you're like, see?
Oh yeah, see.
Knock was like, I knew it. Yeah, I can't remember who it was, but I think it
Yeah.
was you.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Well, I mean, maybe we can have him open it, and if we look through it and it's not going to shove him through it, and then it closes, and then we can go our way.
Is there any way we can try to figure out if he's how truthful he's being?
Not for me.
I just say we walk there.
I was one of the provisions that Strangeways provided this long night last night.
Why would he give you a map and mark it and then not tell me about you?
He has his
Another
reasons.
excellent question.
That is an excellent question, Drum.
There's a lot of progress from Drum this episode.
So Nox would be a motivational speaker from now on.
Changed her whole outlook on how she approaches people.
Instead of TED Talks, we're gonna have Sombra Talks.
Knock talks.
Knock Talks.
On this episode of Knock Talks.
But yeah, he basically said, "Well, I'm sure Raiko had his reasons."
I mean,
You don't seem too bothered by the fact he's not with us.
No one ever really dies on Isla Sombra.
Yeah,
What do
I
you-
hear that a lot.
what do you mean?
Perhaps a conversation for another time then.
I'm.
She really wants to know, but
She's like, everyone keeps telling Drum it's a conversation for another time.
Everyone keeps telling her this. She's like, why?
And so he basically like closes his fist, Thanos style, and dimensional door opens. And he's like, "Will you walk through, or will you go through the desert?"
And how are we getting back?
Map.
So we can get there through this, but we can get back with the map. We can't get there with the map. Doesn't make any sense.
I mean,
Isn't it right there?
but that is a wild array of desert.
If we stay close to the water, we find it pretty fast.
Maybe.
She's gonna look through the dimensional door without getting close to it and see what you can see.
Mm-hmm. You can see a very large gold pyramid.
There's a pyramid there.
So that means it can't be hard to miss when we walk there.
You'd be surprised.
She's gonna insight check on this dude if he's really trying to help or if he's trying to hinder in some way.
Okay.
Nat 20!
Wow.
Nat 20?
Nat 20!
He's actually trying to help. He's being totally serious. He was one of the provisions that he's, in your insight, he's, you can tell that he is one of the wizards that is not on Strangeways' crew, but is loyal to Strangeways.
Uh-huh.
And so basically, among one of the many things that Strangeways would, among the web that Strangeways was weaving last night, this was one of them.
She's like, okay, I think we should go through.
So Drum's willing to trust the stranger. Shocking.
Shocking.
If you want me to pass through the dimensional door with you guys and wait until you guys return, I can do that.
I know we're not stranded.
What do you think?
I think he's telling the truth.
We heard you, Drum. I don't know. I'm a pessimist.
It would save us a lot of
Clearly.
time if he's telling the truth.
Especially when everything is just too convenient.
If I'll go first. You're screaming in agony, kill this. I can't say that word on this podcast. Yeah, almost said it.
Almost.
The caller just walks through.
Drum's gonna follow.
Right.
No,
No?
you're gonna wait. I literally just gave
Oh.
you an instruction.
Oh, I didn't. Sorry, I didn't get
You
that.
go last.
Yeah.
Drum would immediately walk through.
Yes. I can't stop you, I guess. The whole point was let Collier go first to see if it's a
No,
trap.
I was letting him go first.
Well, let Carrie say what happens then.
Yeah. You go in and you're right in front of a Hagathite pyramid. You see that there is a fire burning on all four sides, as well as a giant bonfire up at the top.
Oh, good. Ominous. Alright. Seems alright.
Drum's through. Go through.
We'll go through next. And Door Talk will be the last one.
And we will go through the Hagathite Pyramid on part 3 next time. Now, before we end, I will remind all of you watching, if you haven't already done so, please click the like and subscribe button. It really helps the channel out. Also, ring the bell, because we're going to be coming out with some really cool stuff. So, we'll see you guys next time.
Hey guys, hope you liked the show because it was a lot of fun to make. If you haven't already done so, please click the like and subscribe button and ring that bell. It really helps the channel out. Also, do follow us on Twitter to stay in the loop on everything Dungeoneers. See you soon and goodbye.